Golden.
The boys were called edgy. Told they'd never make it past 5 episodes. Well, here those podcast jerks are. Back for season 2. The Boys in the Woods podcast. The show your mother warned you about and that your dad was hiding in the basement listening to. Get ready for the Boys in the Woods podcast.
Damn, Charles, the new headphones really freaking really
Dolby Digital into your head, dog.
It is, yeah. It makes it way better. Welcome back. Welcome back. Trebs Chirps. Lots of stuff has happened since the last time we spoke. Charles is back this time. You actually get to meet him. He's not officiating a wedding this time.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, join in.
Which was great, by the way.
I believe it.
Not being the show, but being the show.
Part of it.
It doesn't get any better than that. But it was fantastic. A wonderful person, wonderful family, wonderful group of individuals. But I'm very excited to be here today. I love baseball. I try to put it in almost every conversation. I like to remind the NFL that baseball has a much larger global following than the NFL by, 390 million the last time I looked. Not that.
Is that a lot? Is that a lot?
Is that a lot? And it just continues to grow, especially with this influx of Japanese players onto the scene. And I was laughing, actually. I was listening to the MLB radio. I have been, once Patrick let me know that you were going to get on the show, I've been getting into baseball mode. So the Sirius XM was switched to the MLB radio. And a couple of days ago, I was laughing. Someone on there was like, just please give us any news other than Shohei Ohtani batting practice news. And I'm like, bro, you don't get it. You just mentioned Shohei Ohtani's name and 47 million people from Japan tune in. I was like, welcome to global baseball. I said, you're going to get this because we're watching it no matter what. But the moment you say that little Shohei Ohtani hits 13 home runs and 30 swings in his first at bat, you're going to get 47 million people who go, yo, what up? How are you dealing with the news that is Shohei Ohtani?
I hate that he's a Dodger, but whatever.
No. What is this world?
Yeah, they just had the money to buy him, but it doesn't matter. They're not making play. They're going to get eliminated first round of playoffs like every year anyway. You can spend any amount of money. They can't finish.
The West Coast Yankees. Let's call them.
Yeah.
Wow, the way they're talking about the Yankees on the radio right now, it's the Boston Red Sox just traded them a player. There is no rivalry there. So if the Yankees want to keep talking like they've got some magical scenario to this shit cake they've discovered, I guess you're going to get New Yorkers betting money. So
it's whatever. Everybody loves the pinstripes, right?
I just can't get over the fact that you can't have a beard. You're paying me millions of dollars to hit a baseball, but you're also telling me I can't have a beard?
Was it Johnny Damon that broke that? Did Johnny Damon have one and then they made him shave or some shit? That was like
Johnny Damon looked like he came out of the womb with a 5 o'clock shave. So
yeah,
I'm not sure.
They made it when he got traded, and it was this big controversy. We were like, that is an antiquated system. We understand that everybody wanted to be clean shaven back in the day, so it's like good for optics or whatever, but dude, we are modern men. We want beards and mustaches. You guys see this nonsense that I did to my face?
Yeah.
This is about his max. Yeah. Do you want to know what's really funny? I think you and I got into this about the whole Babe Ruth thing. Remember that? Remember this? We were like, yeah, dude, he was like guzzling Lizzies and he was just probably drinking like 6 beers and smoking 5 cigars. What if there was an
during games?
Yeah. What if you back then you had to be a certain size? Like you couldn't just be a fat ass. Like
they had a weight limit for these teams.
You could. All the power hitters are trying to cut weight.
Have you guys seen the conspiracy?
What's that?
Have you guys seen the conspiracy that the Mariners bullpen came up with that Babe Ruth wasn't real?
That Babe Ruth wasn't real?
Yeah, there's only one clip of him like hitting a home run and running the bases really fast. Like it could have been just made up the whole time. I love that shit. It makes me laugh so hard.
I could jump on board with that.
I mean,
nobody's alive that saw him play, correct?
Never
No,
met him.
I don't think so. When was that? 1918?
Yeah.
I mean,
have you ever heard stories of like people being able to be like, oh yeah, I saw him play back in the 40s? Like, no, nobody has any stories of it.
No. That's like me saying I went to school with Beyonce.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beyonce was in school. We just didn't go to the same school, but I went to school with Beyonce.
Uh-huh. I mean, I've been to like the museum in Baltimore, but I'm like a little skeptical. Yeah, this was his house. Okay.
Right.
It could be anybody's house.
It could have been anybody.
This is where Babe Ruth first threw a baseball, right here. $25. I'll let you throw a baseball where he first threw one.
Wherever you walked into his house or whatever.
Man,
yeah, that's so funny to me.
People get mad at the internet all the time, but it's, listen, I could literally do what I just said. I could go throw a sign anywhere and be like, yeah, this was the accident that caused the United States to paint lines down the middle of the road. This is where it first happened, right here.
Right here.
Take your picture, $5. $5.
Now everything is filmed, or you have pictures of it, or there's some sort of eyewitness account. Back then, dude, it's whoever had the wherewithal and like the forethought to bring a heavy ass camera to film something. It's like things.
Can you imagine walking in with that? I'm here for a succulent Chinese meal.
I'm here to document baseball. Like, okay.
Do you remember
that? Calm down.
Do you remember the Tom Brady thing where he, like the beach when he was like doing his retirement, people were stealing the sand or whatever, and they were trying
people
to
were going there bottling up sand and selling it on
scenario.
eBay. Yeah.
So
people bought Lambeau Fields grass when they replaced it, so I get it.
Yeah, and check this out.
Taking seats.
I've been noticing this about sports cards too. There are a lot of uncirculated autographs with certain players because certain players deny any affiliation with the NFL and won't sign autographs until they get paid. They're not just going to start scribbling until they see the paycheck, basically. Well, there's a rumor going on right now that eBay is filtering a lot of fake autographs through and allowing people to just print them themselves. Because man, you can get some really good freaking printers nowadays and fake a lot of stuff.
Especially with AI too, dude.
It's so hard for me to buy on eBay, dude. Absolutely.
One of them was Mickey Mantle's autograph. Some dude's like, dude, this autograph is like pristine. There's no way it's his autograph. If anything, it's gonna not even be in a ballpoint fucking pen, dude. There's no way.
And over the years, you think things just deteriorate and they're going to break down. Like, this thing looks a little too mint.
Yeah. On his deathbed, they were just like forcing his hand. Like, sign your name away.
They had a copy. They had a copy of his autograph and like just moved his hand to do it. You technically signed it.
But I've been hearing and seeing a lot of good things about Whatnot. But even then, too, I mean, Whatnot is basically card breaks, right? You pay. Okay. And these people do it live, so you pay $7, you get a spot, you get a team or something, and then somebody there's just breaking cards, and every card in that pack that is your team.
There's the conspiracy that they're getting loaded, but the top of those people are getting loaded boxes and loaded cases.
That's what I pay
more money.
That's the other kicker too. My local Walmart. Yeah, my local Walmart was ripped apart 6 hours after new cards come out. Because you got people out here either reselling them online or opening them online. I'm like, motherfucker, I got to buy directly from the distributor now.
That's ridiculous. And it's all a freaking front for drugs, ain't it? Like art, if you think about it, is just a good way to launder money.
Pretty much. That's crazy too, right? Oh, I own this photo. Oh, that photo's $50 million. You're a millionaire. What?
Yeah, and it's just a good way for people to hide their money in different artifacts so that you can resell it later, and it just is assigned a certain dollar amount. It's basically like actual physical Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's funny that you're saying it. I was actually looking into an investment company recently, and all they do is allow you to own a corner of a photo. But you could put that corner of the photo into your portfolio, and it allows you to be richer than you really are. And I'm like, what happens if I need that corner? Am I just going to come in and cut it out and then sell it? Or do I sell it like land and property? Yeah. Oh, I used to own that corner of the photo, but now I'm selling it as beachfront property.
I want to own the photo. I want to own like where the dude's junk is. if I get the photo. Because you can't have you can't have a full photo without my
That's
image.
I might be landlocked, but fuck y'all.
Yeah. Give a shit if I go poor. I'm gonna use that thing as target
the Da Vinci
practice.
cock? What?
Yeah.
What? Oh no, the photo you own, the portion of the photo, the Da Vinci cock. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna need to call you back.
That's mine.
Oh, sorry about that. Somebody needed my decock.
Huh?
Yeah, it's investment.
Give him
You
the
don't
D,
know.
dude.
It's investments. Yeah, we want to own all the D.
Speaking of investments, are we ready for future conspiracies that is small market baseball teams no longer being allowed in the World Series after the terrible showing that was the World Series in the numbers? The viewership was less than 9.5 million viewers, which was like the lowest since 1963, which means the MLB ain't making money. So I'm not saying it's happening. Well, yes.
Let me ask you, Charles, did you watch that World Series?
I loved it. I loved every minute of it.
Yeah, we did.
You watched Diamondbacks Rangers, dog?
We did. We did.
I watched for Texas to lose, and I was.
Do you want to know why he watched it? He ran into
Why?
Corbin Carroll.
You bet on it?
I ran into Corbin Carroll's parents at the playoff game.
He went to the playoff game, the Brewer game.
Yeah, it's actually his dad's the bee's knees. I didn't even feel bad watching him get hit.
And he was rooting for Corbin the whole rest of the way. Like, all right,
once they beat the Brewers, I was like, "Fuck it, man! I met that dude's dad. Let's go." Yeah.
Right? I'm a fan now.
I can be.
I swept the Dodgers. Did you see what I put online after that happened?
Oh my god!
Just trolling every Dodger fan. You got swept by the Diamondbacks.
Dude, it made us feel so good. It made me feel so
I
good.
appreciate it.
Hey, we got one, and we at least battled them. Y'all are terrible.
Yes.
So they probably get to the playoffs and they get tired. They do all that winning in the regular season. They put up all those points in the regular season. They just get tired, I think it is.
Dude, that's why it's a long season, man. It's grueling. You got to prove who you are at the end of it. Make everybody earn it for sure. That's why the Dodgers can't ever finish. They run out of steam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got a lot of flack too. All these people were like, "Your team didn't even make playoffs." Like, y'all, I would rather not make playoffs than get swept in the first round. Did you even really make playoffs?
Right.
You know?
No, it's so disappointing too. That fall as a fan, so especially as a Green Bay Packer fan, when the season starts, when we had Aaron Rodgers, it was like, oh, Super Bowl, we're going to the Super Bowl. Every effing minute was the Super Bowl. And then you get to the playoffs and you just do terrible. And it's like you would just rather not be there at all and not hear anything about yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%.
Boy. Yeah. Dodgers and Giants had the same amount of playoff wins last year.
If you like participation trophies, at least the Dodgers made it.
Yeah, and that's what everybody keeps floating on. And I'm like, you guys are the worst fans. At least when my team makes it to the playoffs, we win championships.
Yeah.
Get over yourself. They've been to the playoffs in the World Series the last 10 years and won one time. Y'all are proud of that? It doesn't make any sense.
That's the resort to effect.
The fans are filling them seats, making them money. The front office doesn't care.
And now the average Dodger ticket is going to be $100 no matter where you sit. Knows you're going to be up there because you're paying that show and Yamamoto money.
And see, and that's something we were talking about this postseason as well. The playoffs do this weird revenue share where in the MLB, what round you're in, like from the ticket money that you receive from that ballpark, it basically all gets thrown into a pot. And then it gets split out between those teams. And then you go to the next round. It's the same thing.
I think that's like how they do that in college football too, as far as the playoffs, the 4 teams,
the revenue share and whatnot.
Yeah.
So like when you've got tickets in the playoffs going for, I think at Arizona, you could get into an Arizona game in the playoffs. 400. I think it was $17. $17.
Oh, the things are that cheap.
Yeah.
And all the Philly fans that were buying.
Yeah. The same ticket that you could get in Arizona for $17 was like $343 in Philadelphia.
Yeah, and then all the Philly fans buying up those tickets so they didn't have fans in the stadium made me laugh so hard. That's the ultimate troll.
$17? Are you kidding me? I'm going to go buy 10 seats. You bet your ass I'm going to buy 10 seats.
Whether I'm showing up or not.
I'll buy 10 seats and then mail it to VetTix late. I'll mail it to VetTix late. You know what I mean? Oh.
Yep, absolutely.
You had to mail them. They're digital.
How many wins is Oakland going to get in their first season in Vegas?
There's hiccup with this stadium right now. They're talking they might not even be there on time.
They're not playing in there this year. And there's talks that they'll either play in Sacramento, like the A's higher-ups have been meeting with the River Cats, which is the minor league team in Sacramento, to use their stadium, which is so funny because the River Cats used to be the A's affiliate before they bought and made the Aviators. And so now have been purchased and they're the Giants. And they're the Giants affiliate. So they're talking about the A's play partly in Sacramento and share the stadium with San Francisco on their away games, which is ridiculous.
Could I say something? They probably won't even sell that stadium out either.
They probably won't sell that.
No, they sure
won't. Can you imagine if the Brewers had to play the Timber Rattlers?
Was there probably like 6,000 fans can go to the game and they won't even sell on opening day?
And it'd be funnier too because the River Cats sell more tickets than the A's do. Like I'm pretty sure there was like something that came out about how the Aviators had more ticket sales than the A's did per season.
I'd be pissed off if I were them too, because you're like, they're taking our smoke, man.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's their own fault. Like they're running this team to the ground on purpose. It's the what was that? The was it basketball or football that moved?
Football.
They're doing the same thing that they did the Seattle Supersonics. They just stopped marketing them, and so they would move out to get a bigger market team. You know.
Well, they're doing a complete 180 from Moneyball. Like
it's, well, I mean, and not only that, you got to think like, how do you devalue your investment so much? What's the gain on this?
You don't care about.
I guess moving to Vegas, you'll probably get what you lost over a 10-year period in 5. But
yeah, and is this move really going to help your revenue stream? Like you're not putting any effort into the team itself. And you think that a different location is going to bring you more money and more fan base? The Oakland fan base is one of the most loyal people out there. Like, you look what happened to the Raiders, and everybody was super upset. And now that's like this big market team, and they still stink. You're like, you're not going to put any effort into this.
Shout out to the Oakland City people. How about you vote in new council? I feel like your city council has now lost you a football team. Your city council has now lost you a baseball team. We can talk about the owner all we want. At one point, the owner went to the table. Whether his request was ridiculous or not, you're talking about a professional sports team. And I'm thinking, if I remember correctly, the last one in the city.
Yeah, it was.
At what point do you go, hey, okay, we'll listen.
How do we keep this?
We'll give you what you want for the first 5 years. And if we're not seeing a reflection of what you think you can return, then we want to come back to the table or everything. There's so many ways you can get around this. Instead, and then you turn to the media, righteously so. Now the owner's an asshole. We get it. But when you
talk about, did the city want to pay for the actual stadium? And then they get all these tax breaks coming from Vegas. And then the original plans get denied because it was going to cost too much money for the location. I'm just some guy on the internet. I don't really understand the business of baseball. It seems ridiculous. Like you couldn't keep somebody that has one of the biggest fan bases out there. Did you see the reverse boycott game? They sold out the stadium, showing the owners that they can do this. They refuse to be exploited because they're not being like their needs aren't being met as a fan base. It's asinine.
Yeah. Oh, I agree 100%. And it's going to be a kick in the face, to be honest with you, because that new stadium they're going to get is going to be ridiculous.
It's going to be nuts, man.
It's going to be out of this world. For one, it's Vegas. The Golden Knights stadium there is ridiculous. The Raiders
Allegiant Stadium's nuts.
Nuts.
You got a Super Bowl out of it.
Yeah.
As soon as that gets built, they'll probably have the All-Star game there.
Podcast. We got to check on these Oakland fans. Seeing the Chiefs painted in that end zone, and for Patty Mahomes to still be undefeated in that stadium. Oh my God, they're still not doing okay. We love you. We care about you. # reach out if you need to.
A Tom Today's fan, dude.
#.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel bad when we went there, we were heckling the A's, and it's my own fault. We have a pretty good record for whenever we visit stadiums, the home team wins. I think we're like 14-2 or something.
Jesus.
So, yeah, it's nuts. It's like it works, man. So if you ever see us go into a game, bet on the home team.
Oh, bet on the home team. Yeah.
Bet on the home team. Yeah, when we traveled down the East Coast 2 years ago, I think we were 5-1 when we went from Boston down to DC. The only team that lost was the last one. It was the Nationals, and that's the Nationals. So we should have expected as much.
Yeah. That's killer. Yeah, I believe in that shit. My wife tells me about Saturn's rings all the time, so I know this crazy shit in the universe.
Does your wife have a nose ring, Charles? And a sternum tattoo, dude. Tell me why my life is fucked up.
Yeah. I accused him of having a sports almanac one time because he was talking about futures one day. Remember that?
Okay.
Yeah, dude. The Red Wings are picked to win the Stanley Cup in 2029 or 2029. Yeah.
And I was like, where are you getting these? And he's giving me facts and stuff. I'm like, where are you getting all this information? He's like, dude, the internet. He's like, the internet. I'm on the shitter. I got plenty of time. I can find all this.
I got out some deep holes the other day. I was telling them the other day I was on the U.S. Census.gov/world clock. Right. And you can go into individual countries and see what the United States is making in exports or making in imports and what we're losing in exporting from that country. Dude, some countries, like, what the fuck they doing, bro? Like, we're giving them like 100 million and type shit. They're like coming to the table with like 8 million.
Stuff was going on, yeah.
And he's using this data to bet on sports.
Dude, you bet your ass when the World Cup comes around. Dude, the World Cup had 1.6 billion viewers. The last World Cup final with Argentina had 1.6 billion viewers. The NFL just had 27 million. And I'm like, okay, all right, I'm going to take all that European money, player. Hell yeah.
Yeah, but that was one game.
I'm slaying it on the fantasy. Oh, dude, we can't listen, dude. The whole tournament dwarfs. Fucking 7 minutes of the first match dwarfs the first 3 weeks of the NFL season.
Sure does. I'm just excited. I'm just excited for the internationals to go to freaking New Jersey, dog.
We just found out
that it's going to be in MetLife Stadium.
We just found out that
Brazil versus Argentina in MetLife Stadium in freaking Camden, New Jersey, dog.
Dude. They're not going to know what to do with all the wuvuzelas.
Well, the T20 Cricket World Cup is in fucking New York this year too.
The one I thought one was in Texas.
Yeah, it's in New York, Texas, and Florida. But I'm like, India and Pakistan play the first match in New York. That the United States sees June 9th. Yeah, who the fuck is showing up? India and Pakistan.
Watching this.
Oh my god, man. The cricket's got a weird ass following too, man. This shit's out there.
It sure does.
Cricketers.
It's baseball with success.
Did you feel good baseball story? Did you see the ECU baseball player who got into the boating accident, lost a leg? He took his first leg, with a prosthetic. Yeah, Bird. Oh man.
Give me a pinch hitter or what?
No, it took his first bat. He in 2022 a boating accident. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he ended up
that's awesome.
a walk.
Do you think they would have let him on if he wasn't already on the team?
See, that's a good question. Yeah. Yeah. Does this open the door for others?
Or other paraplegic or quadriplegic players?
You've got to make the team. You've got to make the team.
He was on the team before. And ended up boating accident 2022. Lost what looks 6 inches from the knee down. And then he
came back.
Fucked up thing about it is,
yeah,
he pulled a walk. It gets to first base, and then they pinch run for him. And I'm like,
oh, what? They pinch run for the guy with fun legs.
That thing go. You want to see that in full motion.
You're not even going to let him run the bases, dude.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. The team that created that prosthetic leg, bro, was just on the fucking edge of their seat the whole time. He gets to first base, and they're like, all right, We're going to get to see it. And then they pull his ass.
Bunted. The next guy should have bunted, and we should have seen his ass run as hard as he fucking can.
Let's dig out a double, dog.
Bro, worst case scenario, what? It falls off? Worst case scenario, it falls off, and we know what we got to do to get
thrown
better.
out. Let him earn it.
Now we don't know what we got to do to get better. But that's
Well,
such a participation trophy, coach. I'm telling you.
Are you saying you wanted to check the security features?
We got to check the stability of the leg.
Absolutely.
How is he supposed to go further in his career if we're out here just letting the dude get a walk and then pitch running him?
It's called quality control, Patrick.
Do you know how I received
a lot about this stuff in the past, Charles?
This no-hitter baseball? All right. Okay, so this little dwarf used to play it, and everyone used to just walk her.
Don't tell
us this guy. I struck that bitch out. I don't care. There are no free passes in this world. I don't care what you are.
There's this little guy, and I struck him out because that's why.
You know, that's almost more impressive because the strike zone's smaller.
That's what I was thinking. You should have been impressed. Instead, it went way, way differently. I did not expect the fallout that I received.
Especially when he was probably swinging with a wiffle ball bat.
Didn't swing at all.
Were you shaved?
I was like 12. Same beard.
Oh, okay. That's so funny. I was like, did you do this as a grown adult, dog, in the rec league or something? That's so funny.
Clearly.
Feel like you struck out the dwarf, dog. You couldn't even give him a chance.
I wasn't. No, that's the thing. Hell no. You earn everything. I don't give a.
Huh? Prove that you need to be here, dude. Oh my God.
And guess what? Just as loud. I don't care who you are. You're getting the finger.
That might have been a bad look, Charles, but good for you, dude. Did you feel good about it?
Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible. It did not work well. Dude. Yeah.
This is 12. 20 years ago. Come on, man.
Yeah.
No mercy. No
it was a different time, dude.
To my grave. No mercy, bro. Straight.
He's had a fantastic career in Game of Thrones, Charles. Just leave him alone. Just leave him alone.
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe that incident made them strive to become a better person.
That's what I'm going to keep that in my mind. I'm going to think that's what really happened.
Just saying.
Even though
it was a character building moment.
They're like, oh, maybe the world isn't going to give me everything like everyone else around me.
No, hell no.
You're welcome.
You, Charles, you seem like the guy that would tackle the Down syndrome kid who they give the ball in those football games. Just lay him out, dude.
Football is more than just scoring touchdowns. It's also about being tackled. All right? Yeah. You got to know the full experience. They're score downs for a reason, bro.
Oh, my God.
For a reason, bro.
Oh, my God. To make them earn it.
4 downs for a reason.
If little Aaron couldn't make it through the line, then fuck them.
My only path is wheelchairs. Wheelchairs, I get it. I get it.
You could hurt
That's
yourself.
Where we draw the line.
Yeah. Or a stick. But.
Or a stick. If so, did you a cane? Stick.
All right. Okie dokie.
Just got dark real quick. See, that's what I'm saying. If people want to yell at Travis Kelce for his passion, he yelled at an old man.
He sure did.
Some of us have done worse.
It was in the heat of the moment.
Yeah. Some of us have done worse.
It all works out.
Yeah.
That's freaking funny. What else you got here, Sticky Pad, Charles?
Oh, Yamamoto throws live BP, befuddles Freddie, gets standing O for
Who cares?
Mookie.
Who cares? Next question.
Not much, actually. Free agent. There's an interesting thing. Rob Manfred's coming in with his bullshit again.
The December free agency ending?
Yeah. He wants a free agent signing, a deadline. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
There's free agent deadlines in every other sport, right?
There are, but
along with the cap, along with the salary cap.
Yeah, I mean, does the salary cap really mean anything, or is it just fake money on a piece of paper? Like you can put any number up there.
People will just mortgage their future and for other teams. I mean, in other sports.
Yeah, I mean, there's still past players. Isn't Ken Griffey Jr. getting paid till 2029 or some shit?
Bobby Bonilla Day.
Yeah,
Bobby Bonilla. Yeah. He still makes a million years.
July 1st. Yeah, that dude's got like another 9 or 10 years left on that contract.
And if other players saw that, why wouldn't you do that for your future? You could keep getting paid down the road. Like what Shohei did was cool, where he deferred it till whenever he's going to retire, and then he gets like 68 million. Good for you for skirting American taxes, my guy. And everybody's all pissed off about it.
Do you want to know the conspiracy behind that? Charles believes that he's probably getting more money from the Japanese marketing.
He makes 40 million. He makes 40 million off the baseball field.
Yeah, so he doesn't even
100%.
Yeah, he don't need it at all. And as long as he's collecting those checks in Japan when he retires,
And the other conspiracy thing is LA has one of the only nonstop routes from his hometown or where he's from in Japan. So that is also another one of the reasons why people think that he chose LA, because New York does not have one. So
he already lived in LA. He was with the Angels. He didn't have to go far. He didn't have to sell his house.
I bet you didn't. I don't know. LA is pretty big, so maybe he might have sold it. He sold it to somebody that needed it more than him. I don't know.
He's not even gonna live there, dude. He's probably renting a condo or some shit, and then goes back to Japan in the off season, like what he did last year after the Angels.
He spends a lot of money on baseball over in Japan. He is going to have a huge. It's crazy that Puerto Rico players haven't done this.
You think about the government in Puerto Rico. Do you think they'd actually be allowed to do something like that, or even be able to capitalize off of?
$50 million makes a lot of people disappear. That's what I've heard. The internet's a crazy place.
Right?
Internet tells
right. Can you imagine the talent we would be getting if Cuba didn't have, like, if people could leave Cuba, or like the Dominican Republic? There's mostly where the talent comes from anyway. And I think a part of the last World Baseball Classic, everybody saw how good Japan was in their development. So everybody's like, oh, maybe this is a market we could be getting into. Dude, it's always been there. They should have been doing it from the very start.
A long time ago. Yeah.
And then we had World War II, the World Baseball Classic, Japan versus America.
Japan. That's basically what it always comes down to. Or it was Curacao.
Or the DR usually wins it too, or one of those
countries plus the United States. It's just that's all it ever is. It might have been
absolutely.
3 at one point too. They might have made it to the finals, and then I think they got smoked by Japan or something, like 13-1.
Yeah. Was it the Czech Republic? They had like accountants and shit. They had like a math teacher on their team.
It reminds me of that South African rugby squad that got their ass ripped. 160-0 or something like that. First ever match. I'm like, what the hell? Did you even practice?
So eBay is this Wander. We'll get into the Wander Franco thing a little bit here. I was really digging into it for a while. They are actually confiscating some of his like sports cards because they think that it's coming from overseas people somewhere trying to, and the money is going to him. Like he's selling his own sports cards.
Wander Franco?
Yeah, they think he has somebody selling his memorabilia. Yeah, because I'm not kidding you. Look it up on eBay. It's like the market is flooded with stuff. Yeah, you can't tell me that people are just trying to sell it. Like, why would you want to buy something from that fucking pedo anyway? That's the
we're talking about the same groups of people that Aaron Hernandez shit.
The same people that buy the OnlyFans are the people that like smush fucking pudding between their toes and shit too. Yeah, I do understand. There's a big.
We had that conversation about when that weirdo turned 18. She made 20 million overnight.
Yeah, but
can you catch me outside, girl?
Can you be mad though? I mean, what the hell, man? That's like the biggest marketing. Props to her.
We're all worth something, money.
Yeah. Maybe it's farts in a jar for us. I don't know. Or jokes on a paper. Charles, maybe you could sell.
Turns out this dude was paying that girl's parents.
Yeah.
Turns out.
Yeah. You're telling me you never farted in a jar, dog?
The other night, the old lady, I got to bed late.
I don't think
the old lady was
son of a bitch.
I got to bed late. The old lady was sleeping.
I'm not fast enough.
Scooted up there and went nose to nose and just ripped hard ass.
Dog.
Where you get your buddy to do the sit up or whatever, and you put the towel behind. But you can't do a sit up with a towel over your head. And you freaking your ass cheeks. Yeah.
It makes a great white elephant gift around Christmas if you fart in a jar and wrap it.
What's this?
I seen raw chicken and milk, and they put it in a raw chicken milk stink bomb, and if you open it up, the top fucking blows off of it.
Yep.
Curdle.
Yep.
Yeah.
chemical reaction. People do that to really mess with their old landlords. If they're bad landlords, they put it in like a vent or something.
And then eventually it just blows up the jar because the gas gets too freaking hard. That's great.
Everybody's so creative.
Yeah, they just threw money laundering onto this dude.
Oh yeah, there's
Wonder Crank Out?
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff involved in it.
Hey,
that's nuts.
Make your money somehow. We're all worth something, dude.
Fuck crazy.
Charles, did you see the Detroit Tigers sign Keston Hiura?
I did.
So I thought he was out of baseball. He was in the minors last year. He had that whole thing going on with his family. And then he basically he was one of the top prospects, I thought, in baseball at one point in time. And then
who is this?
Keston Hiura.
I don't know that guy.
He was in the Brewers organization. I can't remember where he was last season, but he's now with the Tigers. And he's trying to revitalize his career.
Okay.
Slugging first baseman, which doesn't make any sense because you got Spencer Torkelson on first. And Spencer Torkelson is killing it.
You guys know more about the Tigers than
I do. But he's from Santa Clarita.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Yeah.
Hometown boy.
Yeah, signed to a minor league contract.
He went to UC Irvine, Valencia.
Okay. Speaking of controversies, what do you guys think about the Trevor Bauer nonsense?
The fact that it was all fake? Yeah. Is he going to get reinstated? Is that the question?
Dude, it would be great if the Giants signed him, especially if he's going for league minimum and an incentive-based contract. Any team should just sign him to a one-year deal, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But he's going to be on his best.
Japan.
Yeah.
He stayed hot in Japan. I followed his socials for a while there. And then after everything was said and done, for him to come
I followed him. I put up a little post about it on my story and tagged him, and he reposted us. So I was like, sign this man, dude. What? We need pitching. They keep signing outfielders for some reason. I'm like, is there a shortage on outfielders that I don't know about?
Brewers have that problem too. Did you see we're moving Sal Frelick to second/third base now? So
and you guys got rid of Corbin Burns, who was your ace for the longest time. What the hell is that about?
I've been investing in Corbin Burns sports cards like crazy because I think that dude is gonna he's gonna have another Cy Young season. I guarantee he's gonna be pissed off.
Good.
Deal.
I'm so mad. He loved it here in Milwaukee.
So good. I wanted the Giants to pick him up, but they never did. I don't understand what our problem is. 3 pitchers.
Dude, for 10 years we went through this with the Tigers. For 10 years we went through this with the Tigers. It's like
Verlander thing.
Pitching is so important. It's at one point the front office decides, no, hitting home runs fills the stands. Pitching and fucking closing wins you baseball games, and that has a really better.
And then that fills the stands.
Jesus,
win baseball games.
You could win an entire baseball game only scoring 2 runs without a home run. Like you can win lots of baseball games that way if your pitching's great.
Dude, the Pirates got no hit and won a baseball game.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
It's crazy.
Nowadays, with the runner on second, that could happen even more often.
The Tigers are expecting a lot from Kenta also. They're not just signing him to a 1 year. They signed him to a 2-year, $24 million.
Well, he's only 20. They're expecting him to revitalize.
He did it in the minor leagues last year. He hit 308 with 23 home runs, 12 doubles.
Yeah. And with Miggy gone, somebody's got to put butts in seats.
And he's a consensus top 20 prospect before his MLB debut in 2019.
Who makes those lists, Charles? Those lists mean anything to you?
No,
God,
because
it just sounds cool saying out loud.
Can I give you
somebody's list who had Bobby Witt Jr. above Francisco Lindor? I was like, what the?
Yeah, what the hell? Numbers and letters, dude. Numbers and letters. Who cares?
That's because Bobby's ceiling's higher than Francisco's is now, and we expect him to be there this year. Okay.
Here's the kicker, Charles. I'll give you a name right now, and you tell me where he is. Where's Kumar Rocker right now?
God damn, he better be on a beach somewhere. Who the fuck is that?
Rocker? Vanderbilt. He was like the #1 prospect in baseball, pitcher in baseball coming out.
Oh.
I don't believe he ever made a baseball team. I believe he
failed. What year?
I believe it was 2020.
Oh, that's probably why, dude. there's so many variables that aren't these players' fault. I don't think anybody was recruiting the people outside of the organization during that year, too.
Yeah,
That's tough.
Yeah, he made the Texas Rangers minor league system, but you can't even pull up stats from him. So that
the MLB draft and its single A to triple A system, and and you get that motherfucker, you're lost in a web.
I told Charles this. I said, is baseball not the hardest sport to make it in? It has to be, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, baseball's got to be the hardest professional sport in America.
Yeah,
probably the world.
There's 10 positions, I guess, now with the DH, but you think about how big rosters are for 30 teams. Like, I don't have a calculator, but what, 30 times 25? Like, that's how many positions are open for it, and then you have to be good enough to make those and to make a start every single day.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we'll ever see a Cal Ripken record again. That guy started 2,800 consecutive games. That was 16 seasons, dude. Every single game. Doesn't that blow your mind?
Yeah, you can't have an owie and miss a game.
The other thing is, and then there's people with load management that are like sitting down, and you're like, what? Dude, Greg Maddux pitched how many freaking complete games, dude? These records will never be touched again based on how the game is going and like all the rule changes, and I don't know. I think they're coddling these players a little bit, but you do you. Longevity is the key, right?
Spencer Torkelson was 2020 top pick. Was the number 1 pick in 2020.
And where's he now?
Oh, he's playing. But that's the thing. The Tigers have him at first base, so I don't understand they moved him from third. Fucking Tigers. Okay. Man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Was he a decent third baseman coming out of college?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He's a decent. He's a more than decent infielder, and the fucking dude smacks some bombs, dude. It's a younger version of Miguel Cabrera.
Oh wait, that's pretty fun.
That might be a little early, but
yeah. But you think about it too, because there's so much talent out there. There's thousands and thousands of baseball players across across the entire world too. So if somebody sees talent in somebody else and they need a space filled, yeah, why not transition them? It was like Terrell Pryor, where they switched him from QB to wide receiver, right? If you show talent and aptitude for something, we might as well try to plug and play you. And I think that's detrimental to player development. You got to teach them a whole new thing. Like, I don't know. Baseball's weird, dude.
It is. I watched Dansby Swanson play.
Kid's a stud, dude.
The Mudhens down in North Carolina. I was down there for a wedding. Went to a AA or AAA baseball game. It was nuts. There's a handful of times when I'm at a sporting event and I'm watching a grown man play against high school kids, and watching Dansby Swanson play. He went up there, closed his eyes, went 2 for 3 with a double and 2 runs scored, and I'm like, what the fuck?
That's what Cheerios is like for the freaking.
That's why they're moving Frelick into second and third, and Frelick's killing it on third right now, which means he's going to be more of a defensive play than in a pitch hitting play, to be honest with you. But because Jackson Cheerios I can't believe he wasn't in the big leagues last year.
You don't. Why rush him to put him on a team that sucks?
No, I understand. 92 wins, bro. 92 wins. Okay.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
We at least beat Arizona one time in the playoffs. Most teams couldn't do that.
But they had so many guys that were hitting. Who are you going to replace them with? You can't just move guys.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I was disagreeing with you about the shitty team part. 92 wins. What the hell? But I definitely there was no space for him
this year.
It was Jackson or Sal, and Sal was the better defender, and Sal got called up, and it just so happened that Sal hit the way he hit.
Hell, Sal Frelick played at Boston College. He was a freaking baller.
I ended up buying a Sal jersey.
That's amazing.
I only buy 2 shirts a year, and Sal made me get 3. But the playoff environment down in Milwaukee was fantastic. I got to tell you that.
Yeah, dude. Especially since they haven't really seen something like that in a number of years, right?
Bro, you talk to the older fans, you're hearing things like this is a golden stretch for the Milwaukee Brewers. You hear people tell you, just enjoy this because it gets really terrible.
Oh yeah, we remember this in the 80s and 90s.
That's the thing. This year and last year we've been going, and they've been like celebrating the last teams that have done anything significant, and they've all been fucking from the 80s. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? 30 years before this? And I want to believe that they're not going to do that, but then you look at Craig Counsell, and he didn't just leave. He went to the fucking Cubs. Like, what?
He sure did.
Yeah, he got paid. It's not like he went there because he wanted to give him the middle finger. He said, all right, I'm secure for the rest of my career. I don't have to worry about money. Just because he was a Milwaukee guy doesn't mean that he needed to stay there.
It's just a weird world we're living in, dude. Counsell goes from Milwaukee to the Cubs. We had the one dude, the middle linebacker from Michigan, decided to go play for Ohio State. I didn't even think that could happen.
He's from Columbus, though.
Yeah, well, Ohio has created the most astronauts as well.
He never even played.
What happens in Ohio that makes people want to leave planet Earth? That's all I care about.
Wow. The town that I stayed in for work was the town they had the astronaut thing with all the little space thing. And there was some weird people. Let's just say there was people who used to come there with little alien suits on and stuff. So it's full of fucking weirdos.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Ohio full of them.
Yeah. Ohio has created the most astronauts. There's just something going on in that state that makes people want to say, fuck Earth. Yeah. We don't even want to see what the rest of it has to offer. We're out. Yeah, looking at the list of number one draft picks in baseball, four of them since 2015 that I could tell you right out. Where the hell is Mickey Monack? Royce Lewis?
Oh, he went to the Phillies for a little bit and then blew it as a rookie. He did not play well.
Yeah.
And the Phillies fan base is super upset about him after all the money they spent. And they're like, we wanted this guy. He didn't do anything.
career wins above replacement for listeners who don't. 0.6.
That sounds bad.
Flip side, Dansby Swanson, 17.6. So,
what's a good number just to put it into perspective? Like, what's a good WAR for somebody to have? 4 or 5?
Probably 4 or 5, yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah. So for him to have 0.6,
I would say, like
less than 1.
Probably 5 to 7 would be your average baseball.
No, not average. That's
Dansby Swanson sitting here with 17.6.
Yeah, 17. To go look it up. Look at the leaders last year. I guarantee there's only like 10 guys that got above 10. You're saying 5 to 7.
Check this out. MLB average.
Give me a Google, Charles. Give me an average WAR for a decent player.
Jesus Christ, it's 2.
Yeah, Charles, exactly.
The average WAR is 2.
The average WAR is 2.
It ain't double.
Yeah, less than 1, dude.
Yeah, less than 1. We'll say he was a below average baseball player.
Yeah, under the Mendoza line for sure.
You got Casey Miz.
You just asserted yourself that in your Dansby Swanson thing here that he is a much better baseball player than you even thought. 17.
17, yeah. Approaching 18.
That's nuts.
Win a couple World Series, I guess that has to do that. But you got Adley Rutschman who's climbing. Yeah, I guess he's at 7.3. But
that's huge. We love Adley Rutschman. That kid reminds me of a young Buster Posey, man.
Yeah, man. And Mountcastle, I freaking invested a shit ton of money into that guy too. Come on,
Did
man.
you really?
Yeah, I did.
Carlos Correa is still rocking a 40. Really?
40 WAR?
40 WAR. Yeah. Garrett Cole, 37. What the
fuck
is Carlos
is that good?
Correa doing?
So what?
Yeah.
What those numbers as pitchers is skewed though, because those are based off of like it's based off of performance. And obviously, if you're the best pitcher in the league, nobody can replace you. So your WAR is going to be as high as it possibly can be. So
right, especially when you're in that 5 and you only ever pitch like once every 5 days too. Because those other guys that are pitching must have been bums before you came back.
So what position is Dansby?
Shortstop.
He's shortstop.
But that's the thing. That the only way that he could have a lower WAR is if there was better players above him. Are there really even any better shortstops above him as far as like errors, runs score, runs? It's all based off of that. It's your production and something else and games played and batting. It's a weird thing. Try to get into it as trying to pull teeth with a witch. Like you're never going to find him, and you're going to be cursed when you do. So
yeah, and then who is his backup at shortstop for that team too? Yeah. You got to look at who's playing, and then how many games did he actually play last season as well? It's a crapshoot, ain't it?
Yeah.
But that's what everybody bases how good you are as a baseball player is what you like, how high your WAR is. So
dude, the fantasy baseball guys like lose their shit over the WAR. They're like, "Rrr."
Josh Hamilton managed to get up to 28.
Before the end of his
one. The Tigers picked him up. Matt Anderson, negative 0.6. Fucking dude, you put him out there, you lost games. It didn't matter. You
lost the game immediately as soon as he was in the lineup.
Holy shit.
That's so funny.
Dude, Alex Rodriguez, 117.6.
What? That's a real number?
That's a real number. Career WAR.
Okay.
Alex Rodriguez, 117.6. That's fucking crazy.
That's ridiculous.
Chipper Jones, 85. Alex Rodriguez, 117. Oh my god.
Where's Barry Bonds on this list? That's the number I want to know.
If he was the number one draft pick, that's where we're getting.
Who do you think?
Let me look at Barry
Number
Bonds.
one is the guy who's not real. It's Babe Ruth, 182.6. There you go. I already Googled
it. His WAR was 182. These are fake numbers.
How is that even possible? See, it's fake. It's all fake. Why you didn't only play 182 games back then? Fake numbers.
Where are they getting these stats from, dog?
Yeah,
and how were the bookkeepers in 1920, dog?
Yeah, the internet's broken. The internet's fucking broken.
Fucking
Barry Bonds' WAR is 162.8.
Bonds? Hell yeah, bud.
Bonds, dude. Bonds 162.8. So
the greatest to ever do it. You heard it here first.
If you replaced Barry, you lost 162 games.
You lost an entire season.
Barry's gone. The Giants lose every game this year.
We love that. That's so funny.
So he's got to be. That's got to be number one. Off the top of my head, I think the only people that would get close: Pete Rose, maybe.
Yep.
Babe Ruth.
Maybe
Babe Ruth.
Maddox. No.
Yeah,
Pete
it is.
Rose isn't even
Babe
an 80.
Ruth. 182. Babe Ruth, 182.6.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. That's not a real. That's not
real. Even makes sense. That's like you said. How do you calculate this shit in the 20s? Come on now.
Yeah.
19.
Who's keeping track?
The Glizzy counter. He's every time he gives him a hot dog, he's knocking down another friggin' number.
Yep. That's great. We love that. That's so cool.
182. They had to have just made that number up. What's the ceiling? 183. Fuck it, 182.
How do you even calculate WAR? Do you guys have the algorithm up right now?
Oh, yeah.
What goes into it?
Oh God.
Tell me what goes into it, and how do you know?
All right. So the formula is WAR: batting runs plus batting run or base runs, fielding runs, positional adjustment plus league adjustment plus runs, replacement runs is divided by runs per win. And then it's got this crazy freaking formula. So
okay, so words, right?
Oh yeah, dude, it's a fucking
base running comes from two sources: stolen bases, caught stealing, non-base stealing, base running. Man, baseball's just filled with nerds, bro. It
is. It's by far the nerdiest sport out there. Let me tell you.
And I love it, dude. I love going to the ballpark and watching people sitting there with their scorecards. What did he just get there?
Oh, you're gonna this.
Motherfucker.
Sabermetrics is using Bumgarner is the Sabermetrics thing from 2014.
What?
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. There's the boy right there.
Yeah, so
we love that Gardner.
Yeah,
Mad Bum.
That's a crazy formula. I don't even want to get into that.
No, absolutely not. And what do those words even mean? What's the difference between batting runs and base runs?
I don't know. That's why they had those nerds. Charles, you said you got to take this and then divide it by that. And
who came up with this as a metric for this is how we calculate things? Like,
this is the money.
How did you even bring it to the table? Yeah, this is important. What?
Yeah, nerds. Fucking nerds did. That's why.
Because you come in here using a whole bunch of words doesn't mean I'm going to understand or listen.
Charles and had this big argument already this season about going for it on 4th down. And it was the Detroit Lions versus the 49ers game, matter of fact. And we got into this. And Packer fans, we got this super passionate argument. And the look on Charles' face about 4.5 minutes into it, when he's just scratching his face and he's trying to not yell at me, was priceless. we witnessed one the other day where we were all feeling exactly the same way. So we understand why people get passionate about their team.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Sports, but
you're gonna look at me and tell me I'm wrong.
The Wicked Witch of the West, bro.
The Wicked Witch of the West and her sister.
The best.
Oh, that's great.
On those guys, they're like sitting there trying to hold it in, and the one guy's just completely losing his shit. They're all like slamming and breaking stuff, and I'm like, if we ever get to that point, like, you guys are paying for all the shit you break in the fucking studio. I don't care.
Not that deep, dog.
Yeah, you had some big news popping off. Did you happen to pop off your big news yet, or no?
I haven't dropped it, but I can tell you guys I'm really excited about it.
Please do.
We got invited to Giants Fan Fest. The Giants reached out and invited us to a private party. So there's going to be Giants alumni, former players and coaches there, broadcasters. I get to meet the mascot, Lucille. Yeah. And it's going to be in the stadium. We'll be out there March 9th, which I'm really stoked about. And then we also get to continue our partnership with the Giants, where we have a link and a promo code that people can buy tickets through.
Oh, that's congratulations, dude! I'm super.
Thank you so much, man.
That's so awesome.
I can't believe it. Yeah, just a year into this, and we're already striking deals with them, and like they acknowledge our presence and then want to continue a partnership is awesome. So I'm hoping to keep that going. My ultimate goal with this would be able to where they would just give us a section. So like you could come chirp with Trev and you buy the 138 section or whatever. And then this is what they do at English soccer games. Like you have the hooligan section and the normies. So if you want to sing and do chants, like you sit in this section specifically. And if you're not into that, you go sit somewhere else.
You got to pitch this to them though. This is one thing I know from talking to you that I know you're passionate about. You've got to pitch them your own glizzy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, the Trev's Chirps glizzy, dog.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I'm into that. It's fully loaded with all the shit. I'm hoping that this private party that we got, I can do some networking. And I'm interested to see who's.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's going to be huge for us. I'm so excited. I can't believe that. I'm living my dreams, man. I never thought that this would come with this.
That's
when we first started.
I love it. You're trying to. Me and Charles were going to the games, and I was sending you videos. I'm like, I'm way the hell up here. I don't know if I can get that chant going, man. These people look like they're gonna shit out of me if I start this chant.
Yeah.
My most recent. My most recent.
Yeah, it only works in the outfield, man.
Oh yeah, I know. I was almost by the outfield. It was the first baseline, in the outfield.
Mm-hmm. My last chirp was at the Lambeau Field. Was at Lambeau Field.
Nice.
Yeah, Wisconsin marching band. Right? Yeah, it was the Wisconsin marching band. So
you're chirping the band, Charles.
So
bad
Saturday,
guy. Bad guy. Don't chirp the band.
We already had the strikeout story. This is why they had just played Michigan. Wisconsin had just played Michigan. So the band was there. So I was yelling at them for signals and shit. I was like, "Yo, where's that video?"
Funny. Did you tell them to play Freebird?
What's that?
Did you tell them to play Freebird?
Freebird. Oh boy, I don't know if that would have went over very well for them.
Oh,
no. Play the hits. Oh, that's freaking great.
Congratulations, man. I'm so excited for you, dude. I love watching. I'm so glad that you came on the podcast. we were able to cross paths. That's fantastic, and I love hearing about your success.
Thank you so much too. You guys have been here since the beginning, rocking with me. The OGs, dog. I appreciate you.
We're so glad you came back, dude. That's killer.
Yeah, anytime. We should do another one like mid-season after the Giants are in last place again.
Hell yeah, yeah, absolutely. We'll have a lot to talk about.
The Giants or the Brewers will both be in last place. We should.
We should know the Tigers will be there, so that'll be easy.
Yeah, Charles and I want to do some networking with the podcast. We want to get out and do some more interviews. Like we went to Lambeau and we did the whole fan experience thing, but we want to maybe this year we're going to venture out and do some more stuff.
Dude, absolutely. The interviews for me have been going really well, and we're coming up with just different ideas for these things to ask fans, like what they're into or playing different games and questions. I'm hoping with FanFest, I get to talk to some players and I get to ask them how they feel about chirping. What are some of the best ones and some of the worst ones that they've heard? And because a lot of people like in our comment section are like, this isn't a part of the game. Nobody likes this. And I'm like, you guys have smooth brains. You don't understand. This has been ingrained into the game since its inception. So
you can't not play in front of 30,000 people and have everyone sitting there like they're in church.
They used to throw on the ice in Detroit, for God's sakes. You don't think that this has been a part of the game? Come on. They used to throw snowballs at Santa Claus in Philly. Come on.
What, you want to go to an opera? You want it to be dead silent? Get out of here. This is sports, dog.
Seriously. Go to your own section, Grandpa.
Yeah, so I would really like to bring awareness to that. And if I get more videos out talking to players and maybe it can, because when you guys put out clips, nobody ever watches all of your catalog, basically. When we first started, I was like really trying to put together, here is all of the chirps for this player, and this is the end of this. But nobody ever sees it in its entirety. Like nobody watches the discography. So they all get to see random videos that have been put to them on their For You page or just randomly in the Explore. Mm-hmm. So once I got away from that and realized like people are going to be pushed random things based on the algorithm, that really puts it in perspective. So hopefully if I can get these videos out there, when people see like, why is he talking to this player? Who's this guy? They go to the page, see what I do. And they're like, oh, that's why he's asking if people actually like chirping or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had Ryan Ripken, Cal Ripken Jr.'s son on the podcast.
Yeah.
And
45 minutes before the end of the trade deadline.
So he was pretty busy.
The best time to have.
And he
that's sick, dude.
Yeah, he talks to a lot of the Baltimore. He has a lot of the Baltimore guys on there too. Yeah, if you're ever looking to get on talk about baseball, let me know. I can link the two of you guys up because he has a podcast too, and he goes live with a lot of baseball players and stuff too. So let me know if you're interested in that. I can shoot you his way too.
Yeah, I would love to. Cool. I'd love to pick his brain and see what he thinks about all of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, being an ex-player and all that stuff. He wasn't really interested in talking a whole lot when Charles and I had him on. He was looking at the TV and he's
45 minutes for the end of the
baseball sports guy, and he's like, I need to break that. Oh shit, are you serious? Charles said something to him. He's really, I gotta go check that. And he's I'm like, I get it.
This is why did you take the time to do this if you were busy, man?
That's like his actual job is like he's on TV and he's a sports guy. Like I'm like,
does one of the local sports shows on what was it, ABC or CBS or something like that. Yeah. One of the affiliates. Okay. Yeah. It's super chill, dude.
So
How'd you guys really cool story too.
Oh yeah, he likes the booze too. Like he was telling us, what is he like was he a vodka guy or something? Vodka. He loves his vodka. So
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Trae Young just throwing bricks up in the 3-point contest right now.
Oh my god. How ridiculous. Hey, how do you guys like the tidbit, by the way?
I love it, except I can't have it on because you can't see it. I have to figure out
turn the brightness down.
Oh, you can turn it down? How the hell?
On the app. I figured it out. If you turn the brightness down, like on the app, it actually shows up on the TV.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah,
I know.
The ticker's great though.
Sports really been going on, so I haven't really messed with it. It's up there though. It's up here.
Yeah.
Let's see either.
Yep. If you go into the app in the settings, there's a brightness setting and you can fuck with it. It was revolutionary, especially for when I would do the live stream, and now I don't have to have a freaking whiteboard behind me. I replace it manually, dude, and it's perfect. And you can do the scroll and everything, and it doesn't have the delay. It's awesome.
I like it. Once baseball comes back after spring training, we'll get it back on there again because I like it to have just sports scores strolling.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing. Love it.
Yeah, I was doing it for football season. You're like, oh my god, that game was crazy.
Yeah. I like it when it goes like touchdown, and then there's a little football going across the field. There's like the goalpost. Yeah, it's got the little goalpost to go up there. You got to go.
You use a different football one than I use then.
Yeah, you can like click on like animation. Yeah, I think I do it through I think I go through the app, but I use the website. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, because I was showing you has the logos. Yours just says like the initials.
Yeah.
Yeah, got you.
Too much. I don't.
Dude, that thing is awesome.
Yeah, I don't only.
We got to get yourself a promo code so we can offer discounts to people. People always ask, "What is that? Where'd you get that from?" I'm like, this, but yeah, I love that thing, and all the shit that it does is incredible. Like you got to put, you can put your YouTube there, and it shows like how many streams and subscribers you guys get. I think that would be so cool.
Yeah. I think a lot of people have them set up. I wanted the bigger one. I should have got the bigger one. I should have spent the extra, like, what was it? It was only like $30 more for a bigger one, like the biggest one.
Yeah.
I was like, man,
I didn't even see that option.
Yeah, there's like 11-inch one or whatever. I got the 8.
What?
And yeah, there's a big one that's, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, I got it. And I was like, oh, this is tiny.
Little guy. It's just a little
It's okay. It does what you want it to do.
Yeah, it does. Serves its purpose, right, Charles?
Yes, absolutely.
Throwing up bricks.
No, I was not just watching Donovan Mitchell do the same thing Trae Young was doing. No, I was
watching your eyes go.
I know. I've got to I've already talked with the wife. We're redesigning the office space. I'm pretty excited. I told her that I'm stealing her
mine. That's why I got jerseys that go all the way over to here, and then they stop, and all of her plaques.
Charles, whose idea was it to remodel? Was it yours or the ladies?
Oh, it's definitely mine. I put her on a clock. We share an office, and she hasn't been in here in a month. And she's like, well, when I do my nails, I come in there. And I'm like, yeah, okay, listen, you haven't used your desk, so now I got to take it. I'm streaming now, too, and I'm getting another monitor, so now I'm putting the desk over here. And
there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
maybe now you get a new desk, right? I said, I don't just give you my hand-me-downs. You get the best stuff. I get the hand-me-downs.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Worked out pretty well.
You got anything else coming up? I didn't know. I forgot to ask you. Are you going to go anywhere for spring training or anything? You got anything going on or?
I wish we were going to do a West Coast trip from Seattle down to Arizona and look at all those stadiums, but the timing just didn't work out between me and producer Jazz. So we're trying to figure it out. All we have on the books right now is FanFest, and we'll probably try to figure out a way to get down to Southern California to do Angels, Dodgers, Padres.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then we had a kind of a setback, actually. Jazz's external hard drive, the thing that like we had all of our stuff on, took a dump, and we lost everything.
Oh, for God's sakes, man! Do you get?
I know.
Did you get recovery?
He's working on it. Luckily, there was still some stuff from the last game that we went to for the Dodgers series on his camera. So he's going to try to recover that. We'll start posting. We had this whole plan. We were going to post over the off season to keep it going. It just didn't work out. We're like, he's a busy guy. So, and he's got all the responsibility of editing and putting it all together. So I don't really blame him. He's got his own life going on. But as soon as the season starts, we have a couple of videos that we're going to put out. They are not our greatest chirps, but they are chirps. And then I'm going to do a whole video of a day at FanFest with Trev's chirps. So check out for that coming out in a couple of months. And then on the Instagram story, I'll be doing some behind the scenes stuff.
We'll be looking forward to that. We'll definitely share the hell out of it. That's exciting.
Yes,
any chance. One of the coolest conversations I love having is finding out what it's like in the locker room from the people in the locker room. So getting those behind the scenes, I know as a fan, for one, I love seeing that shit. So any opportunity that allows me to see the 10% of the population look just like me, that's so fantastic.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll get some sort of access, and then I'm really looking forward to what the season holds, especially like all the success that we found last season, and then people are reaching out for brand deals. I don't really take all of them because some of them suck, but it's going to be cool to be able to get some ad revenue out of this and actually start like making money, and hopefully eventually I can make this like a full-time gig and take winters off.
Yeah, but you got to stop telling me players like Ford Proctor and all these guys are bums. Because remember the other day I told him I bought this card and he goes, "That guy's a bum." And I was like,
he is a bum.
I spent $70 on this card.
He played 3 games, dog.
I actually was trolling you and he trolled me back, which is even better.
Dude.
I don't know.
That's so funny. I love that you guys have adopted bum into your vernacular. It's such a great insult.
Oh yeah, we love it.
I've recently been telling people to eat carrots. Not sure where it is, but like when you just say that thing, the only thing I could say to you in response is, bro, listen, just go eat carrots.
I want to start sending.
I would say kick rocks. Now
and be like,
carrots.
Maybe some little kid's gonna get this crappy auto card, and they're gonna be like, "This is the greatest thing ever," and then they're gonna be like, "It got sent to me by I don't even know who, but this kid's gonna treasure it." I just think that'd be the coolest thing ever if people just started adopting. We'll send them to in the mail, and people are gonna be like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, get the cards of players that only played like 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, nobody even knows who they are.
Yeah,
just send
a little niche market for you. That's awesome, dude.
We've watched videos of people getting bored and sending flowers to random people in their neighborhood.
That's expensive.
Yeah,
it is.
Like with "Hey, thanks for the great time, Steve."
Oh my god! Because they just want to cause drama. I'm in for it. I love it.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear about our Valentine's Day thing? What I want to do? I want to have this. I'm going to go on Craigslist and find some dude that's completely down on his luck. And I told Charles, I said, I want to get a hold of him. We're going to do this catfishing thing, or we're going to catfish a catfish with this guy.
Oh my god!
And we're going to find him love. And I said this to this lady we had
fake person.
And I go, they're going to get killed. The old lady's going to kill me. This person's going to lose their mind and they're going to fall in love. And I'm going to end up on the TV show Catfish. One of those things is going to happen.
They're going to show up at your house. Are you?
Yeah, we were doing it for a podcast.
Sorry about that.
We're trying to find Steve some love.
Yeah, guy seemed like he wasn't doing well. That could get real weird so fast, dog.
It could get really weird fast, but it also could be the greatest podcast skit ever made too, if it turns out perfect.
That's always been the question for me, right? Like, how do you sit there and, "Oh yeah, baby, what are you wearing?" And you're talking to a dude.
Oh, I'm not going like that.
It's like, I'm just here for the money, really. Black underwear.
How big are your feet?
No, not saying that you were going to do that. Dear God, no. I know that, but in theory, you got I've seen videos of like people sitting on the wall with 10, 15 phones, and they're all in these rando conversations. They're scamming people. They're scammers.
Oh yeah, we know this. This is.
What do you just like copy and paste? Can you imagine being out to dinner? Yeah, show me your dick. I meant pass the salt. Sorry.
All right, time to
go. Okie dokie.
Listen, hey Trev, man, I really appreciate it. This was fantastic. I was bummed I didn't get the opportunity to chat with you the first time, but the second time was just as good. It appears. I really appreciated it. It was fun.
Thank you so much, you guys. I love the shit out of you, and give me a call anytime, man. We'll have to make something happen too. We're trying to get to every stadium, so I'll definitely give you guys a call if I make it to Detroit or Milwaukee. We'll get out there for sure.
Either way, if we end up closer to you or you end up closer to us, yes, please do. We'll get contacted.
And like always, I'll chop this baby up and I'll send you some shorts and some clips.
Hell yeah!
We'll freaking bump this baby out there like we always do, Charles.
We'll get that library built back up. Man, hearing about your library, dude, just hurts my heart. So I'm really looking forward to the new product coming out.
It's great because then we can reuse some jokes too. So
yeah,
100%.
Just gotta be careful when you do the ones with Shohei Ohtani, because I just got roasted for the Lionel Messi commercial on YouTube. It got taken down because there were so many derogatory and negative comments against me.
Oh my god,
dude! I said the moment
the way that he said Michelob Ultra, and Charles is saying he's saying all, and I said no, he ain't. He's saying,
bro, I was trying to throw him. I was like, dude, you more or less just came on the airs and went, "Messi sucks, Ronaldo's better." I'm like, dude, you about to have 400 million people on your ass right now.
It wasn't quite 400 million. It was
it worked.
It worked. Bro, I had this. Dude, I had to have this on standby. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
We're fans. Fun. Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it worked out
That's
well.
awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. Ronaldo is playing in tougher competitions. There's that.
Yes.
Who cares? That's right. Trev Sherp says, "Who cares about soccer, dog? Fight me."
Screw you, Messi.
Yeah, that's
Charles
right. You heard it here first.
Charles is gonna burn that jersey after he's done.
Sure is. He sure is. Make sure you use gas, dog. They don't
That's
usually
my
burn on their.
Wish.com jersey. Hell no.
That's so funny. A Temu jersey.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Messi signed with Inter Miami, and Facebook went crazy with all these rando stores. And the one I went to actually sent me a shirt, so I'm not upset about it at all.
No, you got it for free. That's great. Are you guys gonna get the new Fanatics jerseys, or are we out on that?
No, we'll be getting Fanatics jerseys.
Will you?
We just cut a promo. I'm going to try to get our own jerseys, like out with the Boys in the Woods podcast logo on for them. We're still in it with them. We just don't really.
The thing is, we give the same effort we receive. We give the same effort we receive. So if you search us online utilizing an AI search program, Microsoft Bing or Google, it acknowledges Fanatics in our shit, and that's what we do. We appreciate them, and
we just don't do it. We don't do enough live things where we can actually promote it. Promoting it through the podcast, it's a lot of our stuff goes through YouTube, and YouTube already has its own algorithm for how those things are produced. Because if we were to mention it all the time, it gets filtered through anyway on YouTube. Most of our videos go through YouTube anyway, so it's already there. If they want to click on it, they can click on it through YouTube. So we don't really have to advertise it. We mention it every now and then.
Hashtag free speech.
Sure.
Hashtags free speech.
Yep. So don't slander the MLB Fanatics partnership here. Be like, oh, they're great.
They're great. Yeah.
They're good jerseys. We all love them.
I buy sports cards through them all the time.
Yeah, we buy cards through them all the time.
Hell yeah, dude. I love that.
But Panini's looking hot too.
Great, Charles.
Panini's looking hot too. That's all I'm saying.
Panini. Yeah. Panini. Topps, Panini, Leaf.
Yeah. Topps might be in trouble with the baseball cards though.
Unlicensed.
Yeah. Whatever. However you all got to launder your money, I'm for it.
We're laundering it. That's how Charles got that last jersey. He laundered his money through Temu.
Yeah. Actually, it's pronounced Temu. Okay.
I know. Apparently, everybody got ruined. Their little Charles likes to bring this up all the time. That he tries to learn a new language all the time.
Yeah.
And what's the last one? You might as well go ahead and give him the
Danish. Yes. So we hit number 3 on the sports news podcast in Denmark. So I was like, all right, you guys did it. So now I need to learn how to say hello, how are you in Danish, not realizing that
that's amazing.
100 times harder than Chinese Mandarin. Chinese Mandarin was easy, dude. Ni hao,
okay.
Ni hao ma, wo hen ba, gutabe, right? Hey, how are you? I'm great. Goodbye. Okay. Danish.
Great.
Danish, completely different. Hello.
What easy.
What the fuck? Do you know how Vjorgen is spelled? HVORGADAN.
Is it the weird O with the cross through it?
Then the Gyr is GAR with that fucking O, and then Deet is just DET. I'm like, that's weird. Yeah, it was. So I just sat here on the internet. So my first enunciations of it was super robotic because people use, Rosetta Stone. You could just literally Google translate this and listen to the robot tell you it over and over again, and you'll learn it. Yeah, it was like 7-Eleven real bad. Get me.
Look at you trying to appease your followers. That's awesome.
He doesn't sound as much like he was the owner of a 7-Eleven trying to sell a Slurpee to a guy with white gloves on, though, because that sounded way better than the last time, and you were actually trying to improve it. I like that.
It takes me a little bit. I become more human as I go on. It's really weird.
Yeah, it just flows off the tongue better now.
But yeah, we do this thing. We somewhere around the world. Most of our listeners obviously come from America, but once your country tops the list, I go ahead and learn your language. So didn't think that Danish was going to be so difficult. That's fucking crazy.
The funny thing is, you only need to trend in these other countries for one day for something you say in order to hit their lists, because there's not that many people who listen to their podcast. That's the sad thing. There's 200 people that are listening to like their number one podcast. So if like you steal 20 of those people away, you just stole 10% of their audience. It's even better.
If you were watching the video, I swear to God, either Trev had to take a massive shit or he lost internet service. There he is. He's right back. He's back.
Oh.
But
my phone overheated.
We're good. We can end it.
Okay.